Hey everyone, Red Brian here. Just a quick update before I go in for the day. It is still raining out. As you can see, there's some droplets on the back of the tractor there on the Craftsman 4-wheel steer. As you can see, it looks a little bit different. Got all the rear plastics taken off in one piece. Technically, a couple of broken pieces, but they're probably already broken on there already. But it's actually quite easy to take this off on these particular tractors. All you really have holding it to the frame is 6 bolts, 2 on each side and 2 on the back. Then there's 4 on this shifter housing, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. And these don't even have to come all the way out. They just slip over and you just pull the plastic off. Good thing to know, because I need to do this on the Scots anyways to fix the cracks in the plastic. The plastics on the Scots are in a heck of a lot better shape than this Craftsman. That's why Scots is being saved. So this thing will still run and drive. As you can see, also the deck's off. I'm going to be hopefully selling this engine soon. But other than that, this thing is ready to be, torn down. So also to take the seat off, it's on this one. It's just 3 bolts, but there's supposed to be 4, but one's missing. Here's these safety switches that I believe are messing up on the Scots. So stuff like that will be saved. Other stuff that I don't need for the conversion will also be saved. Talking about the conversion, there's the shifter rod is right here. That there is actually going to be relatively easy to unbolt. I believe it's just 4 bolts. And undo it from the transmission and remount that onto the Craftsman frame. I'm thinking either behind the engine. Go over here and take a quick look. I'm thinking right up against the firewall, right here. Or if I have to, I'll move it back a little bit farther into this area right here, basically where the steering is. I don't really want to impede on the steering too much for obvious reasons. Don't want to impede on anything else that's in this area, but I don't think there's anything else in that area other than some wiring. So that should actually work out pretty good. But I'm not doing the shifter until I get the transmission in and that the clutch is going to work and everything else is going to work on it. Then I'll start figuring out the shifter. But it's good to plan ahead and figure out where you're going to put everything anyways. But like I said, this will still run and drive, which is pretty good. Make it a lot easier to sell that engine, having it running on a frame. So let's talk about a few other things. The Snowblower, I got it running. It had a little bit of junk in the carburetor. I guess that came from the tank. So it runs right now. It will start up probably first pull. I'm not going to start it. I'm holding the camera for obvious reasons. I also got the arm for the chute pivot. Also, it needs a cable. This cable here is snapped. This is for the remote movement of the chute head, whatever you want to call it. But this thing should be just about ready for winter. A few other little things I need to do on it in the winter time, just tune the carburetor a bit more. But it should be pretty good. Going over to the Craftsman Racer. Unfortunately, I don't have a belt for it. I picked up an 97-inch yesterday at TSC, and it's just a little bit too small. So I'm gonna have to go with an 98-inch belt on here, and I'll probably be getting that next week or the following week. But so she'll just be sitting here until I get the belt, and I'm gonna be getting a Kevlar one anyways. The one I had was not Kevlar. It was just the regular old belt, just like that one right there, the extra one in the back of the truck. So, unfortunately, this will be down and out for a week or so until I get the belt. But once I get the belt, it will be back up and running, and I'll be able to drive it again. And I'll go from there. I don't know why the belt seems a little bit shorter. When I measured it measured up to 97.5, so I figured get a 97, not a 98, and I saw a 98 there at the TSC in Kevlar. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. Not a big deal. So I guess that's pretty much it. It's starting to really rain out here now. I'm just finishing up for the day. So I guess I'll talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please try and comment.